Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Mulder, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Chakra Spectraphone with a standard dial machine. Even though this does have dials and it works fantastically by itself, it does, when incorporated with a nine dial machine or even the 12 dial machine, it just takes it off the charts. It's just really awesome the power that this thing has. It will take an operation, for example, that would normally run for days on a dial machine. You can literally drop this down to hours. And I've done many operations in the last 3 weeks or so using this device and with a dial machine. And I have to say that, normally, most circumstances, we're looking at 6, maybe 7 hours maximum. Sometime, maybe 2 or 3 hours. And what I mean by that is, it doesn't mean that your wish is going to, or your intent is going to become a part of your reality in a matter of a few hours. What it does mean that the operation of running the machines, instead of going for days, will only take a few hours in comparison. Now, for this example, what we're going to use is we're going to have um, the the brand new um, Chakra Spectraphone and my old tried and true um, not dial machine. This is an electronic machine that I built. Oh heck, I think I built this one like in 2016, possibly might have even been sooner. But this is one of my first electronic machines where I really went all out and just you know did some uh, did a couple things to it to really take it to the next level. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to kind of show you how to do this operation. First off, you're going to need a double-ended plug. Okay, this is, let's see here. There we go. It's just your standard 3.5 millimeter mono audio plugs. One is going to go into the output of the Spectraphone into the input of the nine dial machine. Also, you're going to need something that's going to represent the target. This is one of these sigils that I like to do with automatic writing and representing the target, and plus they keep their anonymity. And the next thing is on this particular operation is no anxiety. That is what this is about. No anxiety. What we're trying to do is take away or settle an issue that the target has with anxiety. So we're going to put both of these on the copper plate. You can either put them on the copper plate of the Spectraphone or on the copper plate or input plate of the dial machine. It doesn't make any difference, really. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and get started here. All right, I already know the target. I already know what I want to do, so I'm just turning the dials. Okay, for them to have no anxiety. Okay, got that done. Now for the tricky part here with the um, Spectraphone. Double check. Okay, everything's good. All right, with this particular operation, um, we are going to let this thing run and see how long does it need to run. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. Okay, so it needs to run 4 hours. But here is the tricky part, and it's not really a tricky part at all. We're going to disconnect these two leads here, and then I'm going to raise this up, move this to the side, put this right here, and then we're going to put this on the output of the dial machine and on the input of the spectrophone. All right, and then you can take the thing that represents the target, okay, and put that right there, face up or face down. Doesn't make any difference. And for this particular operation, it says run for like 5 hours, 6 hours. What you can do is After that time, you can go back and say, does this still work? And then you'll get a yes or no. For me, if I get a stick, that means yes. If I get, and for no, there's no stick. All right. So, all right. So go in there. And that's just that simple. A very easy operation to perform. And I'm just, again, giving you a fine example of how you can take existing equipment that you have, that you purchased from either Joshua or myself and use it in conjunction with the chakra spectrograph. And I look at the spectrograph as sort of an extension of these machines because, again, it takes them to the next level. And what I try to do is with all equipment that I build is create it in such a way where you can interact or interconnect all machines together to create even more complicated devices or instruments or more sophisticated instruments to handle those major problems that you may have. And this is just a fine example of one of those issues. So, with that said, hopefully that was informative. I just wanted to keep it kind of short and simple, but I think you get the idea. All right. Well, you have a great day. Goodbye.